Do you remember the first time? The really first time? The day that you met her?
I remember coming to on the sidewalk.
What else?
I remember Medea.
What else do you remember?
That's where it all starts to run together. I don't know. Maybe none of it happened at all. Maybe she was never real. It was like some kind of third act twist where she never existed, and here I am picturing all these past moments we shared. It turns out I was just talking to myself. And then I remember the notes in her voice.
Adam, do you remember the first day we met?
Here we go again.
It was the day of the flat. Not to mention the day of my first fender bender. Whatever, it was barely a ding. I was still working at the clinic around the corner from your house at the time, though I'd always park around the corner. Remember I told you the parking attendant guy was kind of a Chester? Trust me, I'd much rather make the walk every day than make idle chit-chat. Hey, it was my first year of nursing school, so I had to take what I could get. And then, it happened. Fate intervened.
Something happened?
Yeah, I accidentally dinged your car there in the back. I was gonna leave a note, but... Oh my god, I disfigured you.
Oh, no. I fell off a marquee.
What?
You know, like 2 for Medea.
Oh, movie theater, right.
Yeah.
I get that. So, I'm not really sure what happened there. I looked out to check my tire and I just kind of rolled right into you. The bandage is interesting.
An usher did this to me. I think it's rather fashionable.
And your nose, you got a Kleenex?
That's from the fall too, yeah. This is from Wendy's.
Oh. I remember thinking you were so strange, disconnected. Give a pinch.
Okay.
Thumb and forefinger. Perhaps it was merely the result of the concussion, but for whatever reason, I instantly wanted to take care of you.
Is that my brain?
You have Tic Tacs in your pocket.
Oh, yeah. I do.
And it was obvious that you needed all the
Okay.
help that you could get. Well, it's a good thing you pulled over. Honestly, I'm surprised they even let you drive home.
Oh, I didn't drive. I walked back. Actually, my car wouldn't even start.
Well, whose car is this then? And as far as meeting a boy I like's mother goes, I've had stranger.
I think I'm starting to feel better. Things look less like noodles.
Well, even so, you should probably take it easy for a while. Call into work, spend some time on the couch.
Like that couch?
No, not that couch.
Why not that couch?
It looks like garbage.
Well, it is, but it's a curb couch. There's nothing cooler than sitting on a curb couch.
I don't think I'd want
Oh, God, I'm feeling woozy again.
I don't think that's... So, here we are, sitting. Feeling better?
So, what was this whole production right here?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna slide it under your windshield and leave my number.
You were gonna flee the scene?
Well, I felt bad. I didn't have my cell phone. I left it at home, so...
Sounds a lot like fleeing the scene to me.
Hey, an effort was made. This is a calling card.
No, I was here. Sorry I had to rain on your parade.
Yeah, just my luck. I guess it was fate.
So, let me keep that, like, for evidence?
Oh, yeah, I even dated it. Well, I should probably call someone about changing this tire. Probably call my roommate. I can just walk back to work and use their phone.
Wait. I'm sorry, I'm not really good at this sort of thing.
That was it. Right there. That's the moment I signed on to possibly make a go of this. I was going to do the impossible. I was going to get to know you.
Do you want to use the...
Did she hit your mom's car?
Who is that? Is that your brother?
No, that would be Duncan.
Does he live with you?
No.
Does she want to use the phone?
Do you?
I'd love to, actually.
This way.
Did she hit your mom's car?
Yep. Well, she dinged it.
I dinged it.
Dang. Did you sit on the curb couch?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And?
It was awesome.
We're gonna use the phone now.
Wait, she gonna use the phone? Like, in the house?
Yeah, Lynn's gotta make a call.
Wait a minute. For some reason, I don't remember telling you my name.
She would go on to write in length that this was indeed a perfect moment. An ideal yet quirky coming together of two souls. And I forget to ask her name. This is where it all began. This is it. This is fate. This is probably the 400th time I've met her. And then there are those moments you never forget. Even if you only have to experience them once.
We need to talk. No. This is just something I need right now, and who knows what might happen down the road.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, even if we never... I'm always gonna love you. I need to know you're okay with this.
Yeah, I'm fine.
way, Ashley.
It was the flat. Anyway, I don't know, I thought it was funny. But, yeah, I don't know, sense of music has broadened things since then. It's kind of a nice thing, really, to know new bands. What was the band we saw the other night?
Some tribute bands.
Some tribute band. That was the name of the band?
Yeah.
I mean, most of them are tribute bands. I mean, most of the bands I saw, I don't even know what they were tributes to. Excuse me, I'm gonna be right back. Call of Nature. Wait, was that the name of the band? No, I'll be right back. You good?
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Hurry back.
It's all good?
Anyone seen the ping pong ball? Hey, Brandon, seen the ping pong ball?
This isn't fun for me. I don't want you to think that, even for a second. There's a plan here, I assure you. I wouldn't be at a party like this otherwise. You see, I've been buddying up to these assholes for a few months now. They like me because they think I've got pot. Truth is, they run in and out of Lynn's social circle via her roommate Lauren out there. If she sees that they know me, it rules them out as potential suitors, limiting their dating potential. That, and if she were to see me here, gets her talking to Lynn about me. You know, see me with old girl, that helps a little bit too. She's a beard, basically. And not in a homosexual kind of way, it's more of an asexual thing. You know, she creates the illusion of having moved on. And I feel bad about that, but, you know, it's all part of a plan, and hey, time heals some wounds. Did I mention I made a Getting You Back chart? It's kind of more of a checklist, really. I could go over what everything means, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Simply put, I made a note of every reason Lynn gave for dumping me and addressed each reason on the chart. This way it makes the change to a better me seem more gradual and less like bullshit. I've estimated this change to take place over a 9-month period, as to seem invisible to the naked eye. And no, I didn't actually read the notebook. I skimmed it. Want a little advice about getting an ex-girlfriend back? Step out of your comfort zone. The worst thing in the world you can be is you.
Hey man, you got any pot in there?
Watch this. Never let them see you.
Adam, how's it going, man? Long time no see.
Oh, hey, guy. How's stuff?
Oh, fine, doing just dandy. Angela and I are still together, of course.
Great.
I think the last time I saw you was at our anniversary party last year. You and Lynn were there, remember?
Oh, yeah. You're the guy who, you drew a picture, right?
It was a painting, actually. Remember, it was Angela the way she looked the day I met her. I'd had it planned for over a year. It's no big deal. She deserved more.
Obviously.
So how is Lynn? Are you guys still together?
Adam.
Lauren, hi. How are you?
Good. Kinda surprised to see you here.
Really?
These kind of parties didn't used to be your thing.
Well, you know, single guys gotta get with the program, right?
Yeah, it looks like you're doing fine in that department.
Oh. Yeah, well, you know, this world of ours keeps spinning. Hey, look, I'm sorry about the last time we spoke. I probably said some pretty nasty things, but look, I was kind of in a bad way then.
You called me a harpy.
Is that what I said?
Yeah, but whatever. I'm just glad to see that you moved on.
Well, ain't that the truth? Anyway, Duncan tells me that Lynn graduated. Is that true?
Yeah, She's working already. Over at that new office on Borough Street.
Wow, what a story. You know, you should tell her that you saw me here. I mean, seriously, tell her.
She's moving out in a month.
Oh, losing a roomie. That's sad.
Yeah, I know.
So, she getting her own place or something?
No. Look, I didn't know if anybody... I just didn't know if you heard, but,
Yeah?
she's engaged.
Really?
Yeah. To, this doctor. He proposed last week, and they're getting married in the summer. I'm in the wedding, of course, now.
Wow.
Hey, look, I got a box of some old stuff, yours, stuff that Lynn left. It's out in my trunk. Do you want it? Take care of yourself, Adam.
Got any pot? Are you ever gonna get rid of this couch, Adam? It kind of reeks.
It reeks of our love.
So, I saw you left before I got there last night. I take it you ran into Elizabeth?
She was there? Christ. What's she into now? She got a new thing? Probably whatever the guy she's doing is into. I swear all that girl can do is sample.
I remember when you guys broke up, you were all kind of crazy there for a while, and you kept showing up at work, and, there's that stuff with the weatherman.
Please don't bring that up. You know, Duncan, it's funny. That whole turn of events, you know, girl breaks my heart, I move back home with my mom, which leads to my meeting Lynn. She kind of lent a reason to all that weatherman unfortunateness. So now look at me. I'm 31, I sell tickets to Medea, and I'm sitting on a couch covered in bird shit. I think I'm done.
Well, we could always open that bed and breakfast. I take it you've heard about the wedding, right? I heard he proposed at a gallery hop or something like that.
Gallery hop? What was Lynn doing at a fucking gallery hop? I don't even know what a gallery hop is, and I don't like it. Doesn't sound like Lynn at all.
Maybe you didn't know her all that well to begin with.
And a doctor. You know, I knew that was coming. I swear there's an endless stream of gigolos in the medical profession.
She seems like she really wants this.
I can't accept that. There's a lot of good between us, and I need to make her realize that. And you know what? I'm not ready to just start over with someone new entirely. I've come too far. I can't do it again. This is not like Elizabeth. This is it.
Can't put off getting over her forever, Adam.
Well, I can sure as hell try.
Dear sir or madam, I'm sorry, but I dinged the back of your car. I'm not sure what happened. I looked.
Dear Lynn, I just happened to be driving by and saw your car, and I thought I'd leave you a note. Isn't that poetry? I heard you were getting married. Lauren told me. That's wonderful. It's actually kind of a coincidence because I recently found that note that you tried to leave on my windshield, the one from the day we met. I noticed you used there instead of there. Odd that I never noticed that before. You know, I remember what you said that day, that it was fate that brought us together. And I guess somewhere along the way, something went wrong. And Lynn, I'm not going to rest until I find out what that something is. This is fate, and I'm not going to let you destroy that. I'm not giving up on us. You understand? That's all. Adam.
Hello?
Yeah?
Lynn?
No, she left her phone at home. She's at work right now. This is Lauren.
So she's working first shift now? Okay, Look, Lauren, I left something on her car, a note, just last night, and I said some things in there I probably shouldn't have said. I'm just calling up because...
Who is this?
You know who this is. We just spoke the other night. Look, don't do me like this. I'm just trying to get a hold of... Harpy!
The experienced professionals at your news channel. The faces you know, the people you trust. The experience you rely on. The experience of the news channel. With weather coverage voted first in the nation.
Frosty or Toasty, I'll let you know.
happening.
Why'd you put those Band-Aids on him?
I already had those on.
Brent? Jay? Good work, you guys. We're gonna take care of this business over here. You know me, right? See my billboards around town? See me on TV?
Weatherman.
I am the weatherman, that is right. Best in town, named by Meteorologist Quarterly 3 years in a row. It's 12 whole times. Best in town. That's who I am. You're Adam, right? Yeah, you work over at the movie theater? Good for you. You know, I did that work back in my teens. Not so much now, though. You do a lot of sweeping up, cleaning up after other people. Popcorn gets spilled on the floor, that type of thing. You know, it'll make you go to the next step. Just a little pro tip. So maybe get yourself one of these things, right? Right? I'm a man. Somebody messes with me, that's it. 3 guesses what this is about, pal.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth, that's right. My woman, not your woman, all right? Let's deal with it, all right? You got to get better at being you.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yep.
You got it?
Yep.
Good. All right. Quit calling her and shit. Leave her alone. She's mine. Don't have to do this again, all right?
Sir, do you know what day... I'm sorry, do you know what day it is?
It's Tuesday.
Are you blind, young man? Can't you see what I'm doing here? It's my daughter's birthday, October 21st. Now leave me be.
Don't have to do this again, right?
Yes, this message is for Adam Wells. This is Beau from his work. I sent him home earlier because he fell off our marquee, so I just wanted to make sure that he got home safely. Also, there were some men up here asking about him earlier, and I get that they were intent on hurting Adam. I would have questioned them further, but we had an unfortunate suicide in our parking lot this evening. Hope this message finds you well.
Hey, Adam, nice bandage.
Disregard that.
I think that was your work.
Yeah?
I think they said that you fell.
Did they say anything else?
Yeah, some guy killing himself in the parking lot, and
Some guys that really want to beat you up, but
I might have tripped that last part. But maybe not.
Duncan,
Yeah.
when was the last time you saw me?
Yesterday, I think.
You haven't seen me today at all.
Not until right now. Can you give me a ride home later? Me and Dad are making cake pops.
Duncan, I think I'm having a conniption. Some sort of episode. I don't even know what the UFO terminology is. Like a time lapse sort of thing.
Oh, like when they take footage of a dead animal and they speed it up.
No. That's completely editorial cinematography kind of thing. This is like a now Rod Serling kind of thing. This is Duncan. I think I'm trapped in today.
Are you from the future, Adam?
Yes, I think so.
Are Dippin' Dots still a thing?
Why are you asking me this?
Because they're the ice cream of the future.
You are not taking this seriously.
So are you afraid that there's two of you, Adam?
Yes, exactly. I'm terrified that's the situation. In fact, petrified that is the situation.
And can one of you give me a ride home later? Because I really need to get there. Where are you going?
Meeting someone.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I hit the back of your car, but I looked around, I didn't see... Are you alright?
Oh, I'm fine now.
Oh, Jesus. Oh no, don't get up. Just stay. Are you crying?
I'm just so happy to meet you.
You know what? I'm just gonna walk back to work and use a phone there and call someone. You seem okay.
Look, don't we need to exchange phone numbers, like for insurance purposes?
I don't think that's necessary. It's just little dang.
Dang.
Whatever.
Look, oh, you have something for me?
I'm not sure what you mean.
You have to give it to me. That's how this all begins. Look, is this about the note I left?
I don't have to do anything. Look, guy, you're seriously creeping me out.
You saw me, didn't you?
Excuse me?
At the hospital the other night, you saw me watching you. Look.
What?
I did. Just let me look at you.
Ah!
Don't have to do this again.
house.
And it just keeps starting over?
So far.
And it's always in your car, right?
Yes.
Where is your car?
Broke down at work.
What happened to your nose?
Weatherman's prick friends punched me in the fucking nose.
How many times have you told me this?
This is only the second time.
Did I believe you that other time?
You don't believe me now?
Is there anything in the future that I don't really know of, but I'm kind of vaguely aware of it, that's going to happen to me, you know, personally?
No, Duncan, you don't do anything.
Nothing. I don't do anything at all.
You don't do anything now, Duncan.
What is that you're doing there?
Just a little experiment.
By the way, can I still get that ride?
Ask me tomorrow.
Son of a bitch. He's really doing it.
Uh-oh.
How do you recapture a perfect moment? How do you even make it a tenth of the way you remember it? This could take some practice.
What makes you start over?
It has something to do with Lynn. Every single time things go off course, I just wind up right back in the car.
How can you possibly keep track of all this?
I get to take notes. I don't know why, but apparently I'm allowed.
Why do you think this is happening?
I don't know, Duncan. You believe in fate? Well, suppose fate lays it all out in front of you, and if you screw it up, destiny has to intervene and correct things to the way they're supposed to be.
Meaning?
Well, it's like an etch and sketch, you know? Like if you're drawing something and if you don't quite get it right, then, well, in this case, the etch and sketch shakes you up and you have to start again from the beginning. Do you remember when we were in high school, Duncan? I would want to call a girl, but I'd be so nervous about it that I would actually map it out. I'd even build in pauses to know exactly which point to hit. What if an entire relationship were like that telephone call? Every moment, every pause, every break.
That doesn't sound like fate, Adam.
Even fate needs a hand sometimes.
Take 2 more years.
Oh, okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Look at the car
Okay. Okay. Did I stop moving?
Yes.
I can't even tell if I'm moving.
Until I. Whoa. Are you? Oh.
Because Mom always told me head up, like hold my head back. Is that right?
I guess it's been changed since your mom went to nursing school.
My mom never went to nursing school.
Emergency.
Hello. I'm at the movie theater. There's a guy in his car. He's going to kill himself. My name's Murphy.
You get to use our phone, our house phone. We keep it inside our house.
I'd love to, actually.
I should.
Did she hit your mom's car?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch your name.
Lynn.
Lynn. After you?
Wow. That's wicked. Are you gonna call her? Whoa, you gonna call her now? Don't you want the number?
October 24th. This is my first journal entry. My nursing advisor recommended I write down what's on my mind. She said it helps keep your sanity during clinicals. And she insisted doing it by hand. When you're in the medical field, you need to write legibly. What to say? Well, I met a boy. He's an odd bird, but I think I like him. I think I like him a lot. We had our first date yesterday. It went okay.
So she's being kind of vague about your first date here. How'd that go? Fucking harpy.
I guess as far as first dates go, it was quaint. Let me put it that way.
Gravy didn't settle. Pull over.
So, was there a kiss at the end of this thing?
No. I wasn't willing to go there, neither was she. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Bye.
Well, guess anything's possible.
Maybe I should go change for. Back at my place eating pizza and laughing at that weird religious kids channel Adam likes to watch. Eventually we both fell asleep. We woke up at like 7 a.m. and he had to be at work at 9. We said our goodbyes and he just kind of walked away. But then... October 31st. Adam and I handed out some Halloween candy last night. It was really great. November 2nd. Adam and I went to the store and bought some stuff. I don't know what it is, but there's something comfortable about him. I feel like I've known him for years. I wish Adam would give college another try. I think he could do really well if he really wanted.
Sorry about that.
Caterers, is it?
No, this morning. I don't want to put you...
Jethro's going out to shoot us.
Adam and I had been seeing each other for almost a month. Kind of wondering if we're a thing or not. I'm not sure.
Adam, there's somebody here to see you.
Such an honest guy. I've never met a guy like him before. Sometimes I have to pinch myself. Is this guy for real?
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's good to see you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not particularly proud of any of this. Let's go ahead and skip forward and say it's a year later. Things only get worse.
Oh, keep your pants on. This place isn't going anywhere.
We are 15 minutes late. You do realize this, right?
It's just a hangout. No one comes to these things on time anyways.
Well, wish you hadn't spent so much time with the hair straightening.
Me? You're the one who won't share the bathroom mirror with me. That's why it takes us so long to get ready.
Well, you know, we've been through this. When I see your reflection, it means you can see mine, and that makes me nervous.
I does that make you nervous?
It means you can see me. If I can see you, then, like, you can see me, and that's you seeing me probably for how I look. And I don't know, that makes me uncomfortable.
Why are you uncomfortable with how you look?
I just am.
You look fine.
I didn't ask.
Oh, stop. What? Why don't you want me to see you?
Sometimes I don't like who I am.
You don't like it, or I won't like it?
Either or.
I've seen you. I know who you are.
Everyone! And some of you said it wouldn't last.
I still remember the very first moment I met this girl. It's a moment that I will never forget. I remember it very, very well. It's a moment that was actually, it started with a potential misdemeanor. And with one fateful glance, I looked up and I saw this woman. A woman, time after time, has made me a better person. And I'll never forget that day. It's a day that's been painstakingly etched into my memory.
And I wish I could show everyone what that moment was like. I wish that I could extract it from my brain and beam it out all over the world so that everybody can see it. But I can't do that. But what I can do
is recreate that memory through illustration. Just to show everyone what a beautiful moment that was. What a beautiful person I met that day. It's the day I met her. Happy anniversary. Here's to many more.
So, that's why you were rushing me to get out the door before we left.
I was trying to be subtle.
How did it even take you to plan something like this?
You don't want to know that.
You're just so hard to figure out, aren't you? Always mysterious. You're like, one of those square things with the colors all over it.
Oh, you mean those cubes designed by a guy named Rubik?
Yeah, that's you. A Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, it can be tricky. Probably have to rearrange all the stickers to figure this guy out, right?
I can't believe we've only known each other for a year. It feels like we've known each other for a lifetime.
Maybe more.
I've never felt so close to anyone before. Does that make you nervous?
Yeah. Yeah, actually it does. Very. A lot. Practically shaking my boots over here.
I never want to be without you. I mean that. I don't know what I'd do.
Are you crying?
Just afraid.
Afraid of what?
There's not enough time.
Oh, there's plenty of time. That's all there is. Just time. Time and more time.
I'm just afraid I'm gonna lose you. Something feels weird. I don't know what it is.
problem.
These notes. None of them make sense anymore. Today I originally took her to a pet shop. Because she was pissed I didn't make a big enough deal about our anniversary. Figured that put her in a good mood. And because we did that, we ran into someone she went to high school with who asked if we were married. And that started off a whole conversation about our future, which is ironic. Oh, God. That's pretty much what the next 10 notes hinge on, if they mention me at all. These are basically useless to me now.
So you're going off book. That's what happens when you start to change things. It's like a puzzle. You remove the pieces and all of a sudden they don't really fit together again anymore.
Duncan, it's a puzzle. The pieces always fit together again.
I mean, you know, pieces from other puzzles into that puzzle, mix them, kind of
different pieces.
Yeah.
Somehow these pieces seem awful familiar.
Well, you just tell her the truth. Her notes always said that you're pretty guarded. Telling her the truth might be a step in the right direction, man.
No, Duncan. I've never been good at... Besides, I don't even think I know what the truth is anymore, Duncan. I've done this so many times, over and over, and... I don't even think I can remember what the first time was like anymore. It's funny how things seem from a distance. You look at them a certain way. You remember them as something momentous. Then when you get really close, I guess nothing's quite the way you remember it. I need to start over, and I need to do it now.
Damn it. Well, I'm still here. So, what other ideas you got? What are you doing?
Pondering. Since when did getting dumped become this hard? You know, it used to come very, very easily without even trying. What was it about the other girls? Why were they so easily thrown?
Maybe you should ask them.
So what is this? What are we doing right now?
I'm kind of on my way somewhere right now. Can we make this quick?
My mom told me to dump you. She said you had 0 prospects.
You told me if we ever had twins, you wanted to name them Hannah and Barbara.
We dated.
Is that what you thought that was?
You wore too much cherry chapstick. It was like overwhelmingly cherry. Ugh.
I hated the way you kissed. It was all pecks, peck, 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 peck. You never refilled the Brita pitcher. I mean, peck, peck, peck.
You used the word whatnot a lot, and that was kind of annoying.
I just grew tired of being the big spoon.
Some guys came over. Yeah, one of them thinks I used to date him.
And who are you supposed to be?
Star Fox?
No, I did not fuck him.
Peck, peck.
No motivation.
I just needed more.
I just needed more.
I needed more. I hope everything works out.
I have to go. This thing is melting. I gotta go.
Get the hell out of here. Where do I even start with you, Adam? You gave me every reason to drop your ass like a bad habit.
So you're into new things.
Whatever that's supposed to mean.
Kinda got a new thing going there.
People change, Adam. And if you're worried about you-know-who, I shit-canned his ass months ago. Right, honey?
Yeah. Months? How many months?
I don't know. I don't keep track of stuff like that. I know you and him are two peas in a pod. He's been even creepier about our breakup than you ever were.
Find that a little hard to believe.
I kid you not. I caught the man creeping around outside my house the other day. He's a stone's throw away from a full-blown pervert.
So, after all the brouhaha with our relationship, you screw me over for this weatherman guy. And then you dump him like a month later.
Look, it was like 4 months. It was a hardship. 4 months is like long enough to have half a pregnancy.
He punched me in the face for you.
No, he had somebody else punch you in the face for me. Because he wasn't man enough to do it himself. He's too worried about his reputation on social media. The fuck?
I did not deserve that, by the way. I did not deserve to be punched in the face.
Yeah, well, how would you like a punch in the dick this time, too? Yo, 2B, you think you could take this guy?
No. We straight.
See, that's my boo. He is so smooth. So smooth. I love you, baby.
I love you too, baby.
You're lucky that he's a lover, not a fighter. Otherwise, you get your dick knocked in the dirt.
I'm not sure what this guy kicking my ass has to do with anything.
Because you deserve it, just like you deserved it last time. And you obviously haven't learned anything from it. You're getting too old for this shit, Adam. And whatever this little interview is, what, did some new girl dump you and you're looking for some insight into why? If you ask me, this new girl, or any of the other girls you've ever dated, will all tell you the same thing. You don't learn shit. You mull us over, you study us, you try and change us. You don't learn anything. You just keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over. I think we're done here.
Peace.
I can't believe I was ever with a person like that. I mean, what the hell was I thinking?
Yeah, it's even humanly possible to befriend somebody like that.
Oh, friend? I don't think friend is even the right word right there. We were dating. That's a big distinction. Oh, I don't know that car. Is that?
I know why you guys are here. And I just want to say I think it's great. You know, I came into this picture, I had a lot of big ideas, you know, and I really hoped that things would turn out for me for once, and they didn't. And, you know, better man, maybe it's probably me, but still, like, I'm happy for you, though, because she's a dynamite lady, and you're going to have a great life together. And I'll just walk the streets.
We're not together.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow, he really is worse than you.
Jesus Christ, what the hell happened to you?
That's right. You know, there are a lot of times that spring is just right around the corner and it's warming up. Here's the weatherman with more information on that. Is he there? Must be having some technical difficulties.
Is this mic on?
Weatherman? 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 Weatherman?
weather happening. Weather has existed since time immemorial. There's a lot of things that I don't have a lot of control over. Can't help it. But just one just stole my heart and then just smashed it into a million pieces. They're great, aren't they? Yeah, women are great until they get inside your mind and burn down your world. All I drank out of that was water. It's not a big deal.
Fucking dirty.
That is not dirty. I don't know what dirty is.
This is not
You know
gonna
what?
happen like this.
Actually, maybe you do know what dirty is. Maybe you know dirty a little bit too well.
Oh, really?
How
What the
about that?
hell is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, I guess you don't. That makes a lot of sense. That's perfect.
No, saying you're sorry doesn't work.
There's no such thing as an apology here. You know, the pressure that I'm under is incredible, and the way that you act, it just makes it so much worse.
I'm just have had it. I don't even know what to do with you anymore.
Some bad juju, man. She got inside my mind and burned down my world. That's what happened to me. I almost did this shit.
Do-Over Incorporated?
Ah.
Mr. Wells, I'm Dr. Stone, and Dr. Jennings would like to see you in his office. Would you please follow me?
Adam, I have to ask you a question, and it might seem a little bit odd, but still, it's something I have to know. Now, as best as you can recollect, have you and I ever met before?
What do you mean?
Well, we've done a scan of your brain activity, and the results don't lie. I see these numbers every single day. You see, Adam, what we specialize here in at Do-Over Incorporated is assisting people in... I know. Why don't you check out this video on what we do my propaganda team came up with? There you are.
Hello and welcome to Do-Over Incorporated. Here we specialize in the little things that affect your day-to-day lives. So don't worry about reversing your presidential assassination, your catastrophes, your 9/11s. That type of stuff doesn't concern me. You know why? Because I'm only concerned with you. All the little picture stuff. What you keep in your wallet, close to your heart. That's what matters to me. Because here at Do-Over Incorporated, the most important thing to us is you. Call today for a free consultation. We look forward to having you.
Are you telling me this is...
Yoink. Time travel, yes. Now, I mean, I hate to use such a vulgar phrase, but it does get the idea across without getting, overly technical. Now keep in mind, we only specialize in little things. You know, let's say that you forget where you put a piece of jewelry 15 years ago, or you wish you'd studied harder for an exam. Maybe you'd like to reunite with an old lost love, or hell, take Dr. Stone out there. She chose a whole new career path. I guess what I'm sort of beating around the bush is that you, Adam, are already under.
Under?
Yes. And this is kind of bizarre when you think about it. I mean, this has never happened. Somebody coming to seek our services that's already sought them. It's sort of extraordinary.
Well, explain to me why... I don't remember this office. I don't remember any of this. I didn't ask for this. I didn't consent.
Well, you probably opted not to remember. I mean, it is a checkbox on the application. In fact, I believe it's better for the redoing process that way.
What about the journal?
It's a carry-on, like an airline.
The box?
Same deal.
How come I wake up in the car every single time?
The exact startup location's entirely at random.
So Duncan was right. It's not fate.
No, it's a process.
So how do I stop this? I've made mistakes that I can't undo. How do I start over?
Oh, that's easier said than done. But the ultimate question for you, Adam, is what is it that you want? What is it that you're trying to get out of this changed future? I mean, is it her?
How'd you know it's a her?
There usually is. The girl is a constant, Adam. I mean, she's content, you're content, and by the time you get to that, that finalized point, you balance out and you click on back to zero. Jargon.
Well, why don't you clarify the jargon and tell me how I reset to zero?
You just simply have to remove the constant.
What do you mean?
Take her out of the equation.
Take her out?
Yeah. I mean, granted, that's just a temporary solution, and that's an action that could haunt a man permanently. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Wells. I can't help you. You're truly the only one that knows when you're ready to face the future.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, Mr. Wells. I'd be really careful about any decisions that you make out there, because, like I said, this has never happened before, and I have no idea what side effects may occur.
So again, tell me what the doctor said back there?
Doesn't matter. Point is, it won't work. Wait. Oh, wait. The journal. I just thought of something. Lynn's journal. Not the one from my timeline, the one from her timeline. It's up to date. If we were to get into her house and grab the journal, we could correct this timeline.
You said no more notes. You said you were going to stop this.
I'm running out of options here, Duncan.
If I came to you, like a future me, and I said you could stay with Lynn forever and you can have everything the way you want it, but you have to change things so we never met in the first place, would you do it?
No.
Yes, you would.
You don't know that.
A guy I've known since grade school would totally trade ever knowing me just so he could be with a girl who dumped him.
She hasn't dumped me.
Yes, she has. She's already done it, and there's nothing you can do about it. For the past 15 years, you've been chasing after girl after girl after girl, like one of them has the magic answer to what will fulfill your life. And now, here you are at 30 and you're grasping at straws. You're trying to figure out, what does all this mean? Imagine if you didn't spend all this time scheming and pining. Imagine all that you could have done. You could have done something with your life by now. And if you want to go back in time and change something, change that. You gotta realize Lynn's just another girl. The sooner you realize that, the better. Now pull over.
Come
on.
Pull over! If you ever go back again, just leave me out of it. Don't tell me what's going on. I don't want any part of it.
Duncan, you're right. It was never fate.
Why don't you take a note of that so you don't forget it?
Adam? What is all of this?
It's our relationship. The Cliff Notes version.
What does that even mean?
What are you doing here?
I was on my way to class and I thought I'd surprise you.
Listen, Lynn. There's a perfectly rational explanation for all of it.
Save it. I know what's going on here, Adam. I know what you're trying to do. Lauren said she talked to a girl at work. And her friend saw you with your ex, Elizabeth?
So you know about that.
Yeah, I know it all. And I guess I'm just supposed to put two and two together that you and her are going to get back together, or maybe it was just a one-time fling. Any excuse to somehow wiggle out of this relationship.
And?
And I'm not falling for any of it. You're trying to push me away because things are getting serious. This is something good, something real. And that scares you, doesn't it?
What?
You remember what I told you the first day we met? This is fate. And I'm not gonna let you destroy that. I'm not giving up on us. Do you understand?
You simply have to remove the constant. Take her out of the equation.
Adam, how do you have this? I don't even remember writing those things.
We have a problem with Wells in number 7.
Oh, I'd expected as much.
What does that mean?
We have a history. He's gone back too far!
Can't find him.
Hey, champ, you doing all right over here? Yeah. Okay, buddy. Well, I'm gonna be right over there if you need anything, okay? Okay.
Hey, that's mine. Give it back. That's it. I don't like you anymore, Adam. We're breaking up.
No. We've compromised his future at this point. We've got to get back to the exact moment before he left, or we could lose him.
I'm sorry, I'm not really very good at these sort of things, but do you want to come inside?
No. I found him! Yes, I found him.
Wait. No. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to be. No!
Where are you going?
I can't do this anymore, Lynn. I just can't.
Could you just stop? I mean, could you just talk to me?
Just go to class, all right? You'll be safer there.
Safe from what?
I need to get that journal.
Hello?
She was crossing the street apparently. He only looked away for a second, but by the time he saw her, it was just too late. She was hit head on. It's too early to say right now. She's not responding to anything we're doing.
Can I see her?
Eventually, her family's with her now.
Can't you hear me?
It's just too early to say right now.
Thank you.
Were you there?
This is all my fault, Lynn. I thought I could make things better for us, but it was mainly for me. Yeah. But you're going to be okay. You're going to be happy. I've seen it. You don't know this, but I was outside the hospital. This was after you graduated, and you're with this guy. You're both engaged to each other, actually. There was this smile on your face. I wished like crazy I had something to do with that smile. I would have gladly burned down both our worlds just to get it. You know that painting I did of the first time I saw you? It was a lie. First, I had Duncan do that. I can't draw. Secondly, I'd seen you a lot before we first met. Elizabeth had just dumped me, and I typically sat in my mom's living room looking out the window, seeing you coming and going from work. And out of sad, pathetic desperation, one day I just simply went outside and stuck a screwdriver in your rear tire in hopes that when you were leaving work, I'd be your hero, the guy who saved the day. That was the day I fell off the marquee. It was the day I met you. But you're wrong, Lynn. There is no such thing as fate. We make every moment for ourselves. This is who I am. This is what I've done. This is me. And I have done terrible things. And I've done them over and over.
About you after that fall. Some of the guys and I were gonna
call you, but also, are you gonna come to the Doppelhammer?
Hey, yeah, nice bandage.
You gonna get that?
Oh my god, what is that? Bob, did you hear that?
AAA, how can I help you?
Yes, my car is dead. How soon can you get here?
Spark plug.
So what exactly is a spark plug?
This is gonna shock me if I touch it.
What the hell?
You and I are in this together, old man.
Nothing gets in the way. Yeah, better.
Well, look at this. You know, I make a living off of making predictions, but even I couldn't have seen this coming.
You son of a bitch. You're under right now, aren't you? And how'd you find out where I...
You know something, pal? I can put up with a lot of things. Trying to steal my girl, that's one thing. Trying to steal her again, well, that's still the same thing. But trying to steal my idea, that is weak shit, son.
I was already under when you gave me the idea. And I want to steal your girl, asshole. I want to stomp on her fucking face.
Well, we all have our own reasons for drudging at the past. Brought her with me this time. Wanted to make sure she saw that it was me that knocks her block off and not my boy. It's just me minus a gun. Maybe this little love tap will teach you a lesson you won't forget.
Look, are you sure you really want to do this? For her?
Yeah, of course I want to do it for her. You of all people should know what that's like.
I know that! I know that. I made the same mistakes myself, alright? But, look, you can't depend on someone else to make you happy. You gotta make yourself happy first. I thought I dated the same girl over and over again, but the truth is, you know, I made the same mistakes over and over again. You know, that might have been okay when I was in my 20s, but we're 30 now. Gotta play it where it lies.
But I've wasted so much time. Do you have any idea how much time I've put into this? How much of myself I've put into this?
People waste a lifetime.
Punch him in the fucking guts and be done with it. We've got tickets to Wicked tonight.
look at you. You know, I've made a living off... Holy shit, that's like...
That was so hot.
What are you doing?
Changing things.
I can see that. It's a very ingenious little solution you got yourself there. Remove yourself from the equation prematurely. You know, you'll probably create yourself a whole new sequence of events.
Don't really have time to talk now, Doc. Kind of in a hurry.
You know, I come all the way back here, and you don't have time for me.
So you're from the future. So, you went under and went back almost 3 years just to watch me change a tire?
I'm the doctor. I'll do what I damn well please.
You know, I did what you're doing once.
What, change a tire?
Or at least I tried to.
But some things can't be undone. I believe you refer to it as fate.
Yeah, I thought it was just a process. So, what was your name?
Keith. You know, you remind me of me. Once, a long time ago. That might be the reason that I've just been sort of following you ever since you and I met, though technically it was only 45 minutes ago.
Time flies. Look, why are you really here?
Because.
If you never meet Lynn, then she never breaks up with you. You'll never seek my services, and as a result, you end up jeopardizing the whole damn timeline.
Makes no difference anyway. I mean, who cares if Lynn and I ever meet? This was never about her. It was about me. And there may have been something there once. But it's worth remembering the way it was, alright? Lynn's just another girl, and, you know, I'm just another guy.
Lynn never finishes nursing school, Adam. She doesn't get married. Something that you did for her made all the difference. Now, I don't know whether it was your encouragement, your support, but something that you did got her through that part in her life. You're an essential piece to her puzzle. You'll never be just another guy to her, Adam. We all play a part.
The work called. Well, if you need anything, I'm here for you, man. Duncan. Thank you.
Are you okay?
I think so. I looked away for a second and some asshole just pulled right out. He nearly dinged me.
Dang. Yeah, you went by my house and it was like you hesitated for a second.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, it felt like
Like what?
something was supposed to happen.
Oh. Here.
Oh.
Pull your head forward, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Just give it a little pinch.
Okay.
Just stay right there. Gotta let the blood flow that way.
Thank you. You're pretty good at this.
Yeah, well, I had to do it a few times.
Yeah.
Somebody taught me how to do it right, though.
Yeah, obviously you're pretty good.
Best. I'm Adam, by the way.
Lynn.
It's nice to meet you, Lynn.
You too, Adam. October 24th. This is my first journal entry. My nursing advisor recommended I write down what's on my mind. Well, I met a boy. He's an odd...
How do you recapture a moment? How can you make it even a tenth of how you remember it? You can't. Like a movie you've already seen before, it's never the same twice, especially if you know how it ends. But for every moment you lose, there's another one coming right up after. Sometimes it's like a doomed ship. You have no choice but to sail. Sometimes it's a puzzle that only you can solve. But I have to believe that it's all leading somewhere. Maybe to someone. And when I reach that point, it'll all be worth it. Because every decision I've made, every experience I've had, all led me there. You never know until it's all said and done how the pieces truly fit.
The past is the only thing we really know for certain. And I can't think of that as wasted time at all. To tell you the truth,
I wouldn't have done anything differently.
We need to talk.
goes up for the layup. He's up. He's over. Oh, and he just comes up short. Coach Jumbo had this to say.
I think it's bull. Next time we'll be ready for him. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, that was Coach Jumbo putting in his 2 cents, and you can bet by championship time there will be plenty more where that came from. Until then, that's it in sports. Good game, everyone.
Well, Chet Briscoe's out and about again with a little look at a mysterious local hero.
In a dog-eat-dog world, fortunes rarely favor the weary. But in this parking lot of this movie theater, a man in his darkest hour has somehow managed to turn his life around.
Times are really rough, you know. I was in a really dark place, and I had thought about possibly ending it all right here in this parking lot. Someone showed me the way right here. I was about to make the biggest mistake of my life.
And exactly who was this someone?
I don't know, but I sure do thank him.
Well, Connor, it looks like miracles do happen, even outside of this movie theater. I'm Chet Briscoe, WIEP News.
Well, Sydney, it looks and feels like we've got a really hot one on our hands today.
We certainly do, and by the looks of things, it's not going to be getting much better. What say you, weatherman?
Thank you, Sydney. You know, I would just like to take a moment before this evening's forecast and just talk a little bit about something that's very important to me, if I may. You know, people ask me all the time, what is the secret to my success in meteorology and all the different things that I do around town? And I have to say that the key really is the light of my life and my future wife, Elizabeth, who just happens to be here in the studio this afternoon. Come on out, Elizabeth. Let everybody see how pretty you are.
Serious? On the news.
She's quite a character. We have sort of a Lucy and Desi type of relationship, I suppose. It's not always as perfect as...
Oh my God, I'm out of here.
Hope. You know, you can't just leave. Well, apparently you can just leave. Tonight's forecast, it's going to be dark.